Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Global Diamond Broker Hard Truth Podcast, and we are at episode 112.
Can you imagine 112 episodes, week after week,
Wow.
month after month, year after year? And if you want the information on what's going on backstage in the diamond industry and to really get the answers to how to best own diamonds, that's a lot of what we talk about. If you want to be entertained,
Yes.
educated.
Yes, definitely. And we are here, and I wish I was here for all of those 110 episodes because I was here at the 111th episode.
But shout out to GIA Judy.
Yes, shout out Mrs. Judy.
Right? She was amazing. You got big shoes to fit. Although her feet are very small.
We probably have the same size feet.
No, her feet are very small, abnormally small.
Oh my
In
goodness.
fact, one year I tried to buy her sneakers for Christmas, and I had to get the kid's size.
Oh my goodness. Well,
Right?
you know,
But she's a big personality, that
Yes,
one. That's
yes.
kind of you are, I guess.
yeah. Well, you know what they say, the smaller we are, the more bigger our personalities are as well.
Who says
The
that?
smaller the package, the bigger the prize.
See, I think because I have this whole theory on women like you and GIA Judy that whatever you say, it's pretty well.
Of course.
Right?
We
So
can
what are
make
we
it
going to
look
talk
good.
about this week? There's a couple of big things going on. Number one is apparently size counts.
That is correct. Size counts, everyone.
Right? Like that big diamond that they found, if you haven't seen about
Yes.
this, they found it in Botswana. A Vancouver base. You know, one of the things that people don't understand is just what a big center for diamonds Vancouver is. The
That is
mining
correct.
company who
Yes, yes.
found that diamond has their offices a couple of blocks from here.
Wow. Shout
And,
out, represent Vancouver.
You know, you have so many big companies that have come from Vancouver. And so people are always like, you're not in New York, you're not in LA. No, we're where diamonds start.
Yes.
We're not where they end. We're not where they get people, have to pay retail for them. We're at the source here
I
in
love that.
Vancouver.
Yeah.
So that, I was thinking about that over the weekend. And
Yeah.
and I'm the man. Okay.
He's the man.
Did
He
I
is the
mention
man.
that?
He is the king of diamonds, and we are located in Vancouver, where everything is where the magic happens.
We have
So-
our office in New York, and we're opening in Mumbai,
Oh.
and we're growing incredibly quickly, which when you're late,
He's got people on the line like, where is my diamond? What's going on?
right? Like, my time's not valuable, fortunately, with
Yes.
as busy as we are.
I
Do you
know.
know with as busy as we are, we've actually had to cut back a bit on our social media because we have the problem that companies pray for. Do you know what it is?
No, I'm
More
interested to hear.
Well, more business
Yeah.
than we can. I don't want to use the word anal because it's just wrong, but let's say meticulous
Yes.
with our jewelry, with our manufacturing, with the quality of the diamonds that we acquire for our clients.
Right.
And they're the world's most beautiful. That's really what we do. And it's not easy. It's not easy. And to manufacture world-class jewelry, where our goal is for you to be able to walk into a Harry Winston or not a Tiffany. It's not very good stuff, to be honest, okay? But it's not. The quality of their diamonds suck. They've had a terrific run with their brand, but I think through information now people understand that they're not so good. But a Harry Winston, a Graf, the world's most beautiful diamonds, and craftsmanship that is worthy of those diamonds.
Yeah.
And that's what we do.
definitely. Yes.
So when you're late, I'm just teasing you. You know that.
I'm like, oh no, please don't grill me on
No,
here.
when I get a message saying I'll be there in 1 minute and it's 28 minutes later,
That's on Beautiful Women time, as you said.
I get
so
it.
we kind of get away with that. But
No,
we ma-
you don't. You see, you do, but you just don't get away with it with me.
Okay. Well, we've made it known that Mr. Colin himself, his time is very valued. But you know what? We are matching. We are wearing a pop of color today. So what else do you have to say
We called
about...
each other last night and said, and
What are
said,
you going to wear
hey, what are you
today?
going to wear in the podcast today? And let's wear bright, beautiful colors. And speaking
Yeah.
of bright, beautiful colors, this could be a nice segue
Okay.
to the J-Lo update. Now,
Ooh.
let me... I am so confused. There's another article out this morning, and I'm forced to read these things because I read all the Diamond articles that come out. And the fact that Ben and J-Lo and their diamond engagement rings, one of which is HBHT Treat It, which
Yes.
I did not know
Yeah, that's a green
until
one,
you
yeah.
brought that to the show, Katriina. I mean, it's shocking, really. It's kind of like lab grown, and
Yeah.
you know, a lot of Hollywood is going lab
Yeah,
grown,
that
as
is correct.
you know, we've discussed here on the podcast before.
Mm-hmm.
So what's up this week? I mean, there's now 6 engagement rings
That's her total. That is correct. So it's funny how you bring that up, because when we were talking about that on the last podcast, all things Jennifer Lopez engagement rings, she has been popping up on my social media on a daily. So
Ditto.
that's what we were talking about.
Ditto.
Our phones are listening to what we're talking about. So yes, she has a total of 6 engagement rings. And we did have the question, we were wondering what happened to all of her rings. We were asking J-Lo, what are you doing with them? And the universe answered our question. So she has all of her 6 engagement rings from her previous marriage with Mark Anthony. She also had another previous marriage in 1997 to her first husband at the time. But she has now added her 3 engagement rings from Ben Affleck with her other 3. So she has a total of 6. And the total value of all 6 engagement rings are up to $17 million.
Now, that's
So-
before J-Lo put them on, which I'm guessing
it probably
that's
raised
the
the
actual
value.
cost of the ring, $17 million US.
Yeah.
How's your engagement ring collection? Right? Like,
Wow, it is
wow. Like,
craziness.
You know what I think about, though, when I think about that? I mean,
Yeah.
yes, she has the world's most beautiful diamonds. I mean, how old is the woman now? 80?
No,
Like,
she's 55, I think so.
Really,
Yeah,
eh?
55, yeah.
It's
She's
so
she's not up
amazing.
there.
She's so beautiful.
She is. She's aging gracefully.
AF, as my
Yeah.
kids would say.
That is the Gen Z slang.
But you'd think with all the emotional turmoil she must have gone through with the engagements and the breaking
man.
up, and my gosh.
But you know what the thing is, I see, like, celebrities, they love to have that attention. Like Victoria Beckham, you know, coming off of another thing. She
Right.
has 15 engagement rings. 15. So I know. And I question 15, is she getting engaged every year? But from the sources that I've heard, is every year, either on her anniversary or her birthday, she's given a ring. And then she just claims it as an engagement ring. Instead of saying, this is my birthday ring, my push
Is
present
this from
ring.
hubby?
This is all from David Beckham, yeah. So I would like to know how much her collection is valued and what type of rings she has. So that'll be another whole nother segment it would take on all
This
the time.
Hollywood thing, and the reson we talk about this is this is where it comes and goes. I mean,
Yeah.
the whole growth of the you know, so let's frame this a little bit in
Okay.
terms of how it affects you. When she wore that pink diamond, those many years ago now, I mean, it's got to be 2 decades, right?
Oh, yeah, it was about 20 years ago.
This
yeah.
was when pink diamonds and fancy colored diamonds really got a big boost
That is
globally,
correct, yeah,
right? The
yeah.
Argyle diamond mine. And don't think that money doesn't change hands, you guys in the back. I've had pieces on the Academy Awards. You pay for it, okay? You pay for these celebrities to wear this stuff and
Yeah.
promote it. And pink took off then. But,
yeah.
you know, when you mentioned last week, because I did not know, HPHT treatment was the green diamond. I
Yeah.
mean, that's the diamond. Understand this, you guys. Goes into a laboratory and is treated through high heat and high pressure. So HPHT is, you know, produces color in diamonds, but HPHT is also one of the 2 processes that creates diamonds in laboratories where they're indistinguishable from a diamond that came out of a mine. I find it so, you know, so many of these celebrities out there now are wearing these. Ben and J-Lo, I
Yes.
mean, there has to be an acceptance to that
Of
because
course.
they have to know it's coming out.
Yes,
And
of
so
course.
it kind of makes you wonder who's really paying for the ring.
Right.
Like, what endorsement value do they secretly get?
Yeah.
Right? Like when J-Lo wore her 6 carat pink, we knew there was money going to her and him.
Oh,
to
of course,
promote
definitely,
that.
yes.
And so with the growth of the laboratory-grown industry, who are those celebrities? Everybody from, what's her name? She dated the football player?
Are you going to say Kim Kardashian?
No.
Because she does a lot of promoting.
Do you know about my Kim Kardashian
I know
dinner?
about yes, you've told me your story multiple times.
I can't tell that story here. Kim Kardashian and I were sitting like you and I,
Are we telling the
actually.
story right now?
No, we're not telling that part of the story.
Yeah.
But I was at Elton John's private Academy Award party in Vancouver. I flew in just for the party, and at my table...
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't tell that story here. That's horrible.
That'll be another... Well, you could tell a PG version.
No, I'm not telling any PG versions.
Okay.
Suffice it to say, I got Kim Kardashian laughing so hard that she had to change her makeup twice.
Wow.
That evening, every time she looked at me. And you can ask me personally if you know me what the story is. But so I know Kim does a lot with laboratory-created diamonds.
Yes.
But who's the woman who dated the football player? Oh, Jim Carrey was at my table, and Kim Kardashian and I were like this.
That close, yeah.
Right? Like, and who else was at my table? Nicki Minaj was at my table. Steve and Liv Tyler were at my table. That's what I think. It was so amazing.
Well, yeah, you got all the greats right there with you.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. So, and it was all for Elton's... I don't know if you know this, since we're segueing, but I had lunch with Elton and David and his kids. His husband's Canadian.
Oh,
did you know that?
No, I had no idea.
Yeah, I had lunch with just the two of them and me.
Wow.
I did a lot of work with their charity, actually.
Oh, I love that.
Right?
You learn something new every day.
I have 2 medals from royalty for charity, for philanthropy. You didn't know that?
I didn't know that
did
either.
ya? Right?
Yes.
See, there's a lot you need to learn about me.
I know.
It's funny you don't know that because I'm such an egomaniac. You think I would have told you.
I know. That's why I said you learn something new every day. That's phenomenal.
We've known each other for a few years now.
Yeah.
And so where was it? Oh, yeah, Laboratory Created Diamonds. What's her name? Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift. Oh, okay.
Okay,
yes.
Like Taylor's big time. And when the football player, I can't remember his name now. This is one of the things GIA Judy would she remembers everything like that. Do you feel bad when I talk about GIA Judy?
No, I love that.
Those are some big, Neha, my assistant, who's helping out where Judy left off, she gets really quite down about it.
Oh. No, I think that we're giving props.
No, she doesn't. I'm just kidding.
We're giving
Neha,
props to where it needs to be given. It's like, we're giving her flowers. You always have to show someone appreciation for the hard work that they started, and now they're paving the way for us.
Yeah.
So for me, I love it. I love it when you bring her up because, like you said, she's very well-versed technically.
Wouldn't be where we are
today
if it wasn't for Judy.
That's correct, Judy. We're giving you the shout-out and the props.
Miss her every day. Do you think it'll get like that for you, Neha? Guys, if you haven't met my assistant, Neha, who worked in the diamond industry in India.
Beautiful.
Where 9 out of 10 diamonds, we're serious about what we do, okay?
Yeah, we are.
She's got some big shoes to fill, too. She's doing better than you, though.
Oh.
So...
Excuse you.
Well, this is awkward.
Okay, well, anyways, now that we're still in the diamond talk, okay, I'm talking about J-Lo's rings, her collection.
Okay.
And we're on the topic of colors.
Yes.
So one of her most prized possession rings was from her then husband, Mark Anthony, who gave her an 8.5 carat blue diamond ring. And get this, it was flanked by a trapezoid cut diamond.
Yes.
And it had a platinum band around it. So that one was worth $6.5 million.
Well, that seems... How big was the stone? 8 carats?
8.5. Yeah.
It seems cheap for a blue.
What?
Yeah, it seems cheap.
But here's the thing,
When was that?
That was, you're getting me on my dates here. I think it was back in 2010, around that year.
It's interesting because these stones, these rare colored stones, everything else is going to... shit in the industry, and by that I mean prices are dropping like crazy on anything white, anything in engagement rings. That's why I always encourage encourage our clients, reach out and get a quote from us, for gosh sakes, before you own a diamond.
Yes.
GIA or no way.
Yeah.
Remember, IGI is a lie. It was made for the trade, not for you. There's a little excerpt for you, Judy, you can use in our next. But you know, this stuff annoys me. I'm very irritable today, hey? Sorry, what were we talking about again there?
We're talking about the blue diamond.
Oh, yeah, the blue diamond.
Mark Anthony,
so
yes.
these things are skyrocketing in value.
Yeah.
And if J-Lo wore it, if that was out in the market,
Yes.
that would make it more valuable. But the merit,
That is correct.
just by the merit that these things are so rare and so valuable, I'm going to say today, if it's been 20 years, that stone could be worth double.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. As hard asset investing, these things are really coveted in the world right now.
They're going to double, triple, who knows. But here's also another one I wanted to bring up. When she was dating Alex Rodriguez, A-Rod, he got her a 15-carat emerald cut diamond ring. No color, no nothing, just an emerald
white,
cut. Yeah. And I didn't know, I think the value on that was, I think they were saying between 1 to 5 million. That was their estimated guess, because he never came out with
on
the
a white diamond.
Description of it. So she still has that ring as well.
So Alex went cheap, eh? What the hell, Alex?
I don't know.
Right?
That's
1.5 million? Loser. Hey.
Well.
Hey, what kind of girl only wants 1.5 million spent on her diamond?
Well, I mean, he was coming up across
You
all
wouldn't
these
be
other.
happy with that.
I mean,
you?
I would be happy. Anything with $1 million on my finger, yes, let's do it. But anything more than that, I'll take, definitely. Because I'm trying to tell you, there's women out there that don't even reach that point. Jennifer Lopez's first ring was from her first husband at that time. He only spent $150,000 on that ring.
And that was $150,000?
Yeah, but it was a 3.5 carat, and it was a Marquise cut. And we're talking about 1997 here.
Yeah, but it must have had some color or something special. Because 3.5 carats, even in those days, wasn't a blinging. The market was so manipulated.
It did have a yellow band.
People didn't know. People didn't know what just how contrived the marketplace, and this is one of the things people are learning today, is how contrived that marketplace was and how overpriced it was, even including the high cost of mining. And the high cost of mining, not just financially, but environmentally, which is one of the big ones for me.
Yeah. So.
Do you recycle?
Of course. Recycle my bottles, my glasses, always my paper.
GIA Judy was not much of a recycler.
Well,
I used to have to go dig stuff out of the garbage.
Oh, no. Well, we got to save our planet Earth.
Talk about that on here.
We have to save our planet Earth one step at a time.
Yeah.
Because you got to understand, as long as we're going to be on Earth, we also have our children, our grandchildren who are going to take over as well. We don't want to leave them with a pile of garbage
big holes in the ground where people overspent for something that they could have made in a laboratory. And I think this is where we're at today, Katriina. I think this is where the industry's most challenged now. I mean,
that is correct.
Understand this, 85% of what came out of mines was for industrial purposes. It was very expensive, and they just don't need it anymore. So industrial quality was 85% of those diamonds. They weren't good enough for gems. Around 15% were. Yeah. And now they don't need, so it really makes, and with the lab-grown diamonds disseminating that marketplace, they don't need them anymore. It's funny, I was reading about another big company in a very biased publication, the Rappaport Diamond Report, Martin Rappaport, who I absolutely take my hat off to. He revolutionized the industry and brought things and processes in that needed to be there. So please don't think I'm speaking poorly of it, but he was a mined diamond guy. And I don't know how they're going to make the transition to laboratory created diamonds. But he was talking today about a company whose revenues are down. Like, it's not because laboratory diamonds have taken those revenues away. You know, they used to say the rocks were in my head, by the way. When I used to talk about this stuff, they'd go, Ferguson, the rocks are in your head. It's not true. It'll never happen. Guess what? happened.
It did.
It happens more and more every single day. What are you smiling about?
So, do you dream about diamonds, then?
Neha has me going to. Do I dream about diamonds?
Yeah.
Listen, I'll tell you the biggest, when people ask me if I ever dream about them, the dream I remember most
Yeah.
is over all these years, and I've been doing this since before you were born.
Of course, yes.
Right? And the dream I remember most is a dream where I'm lying in bed and I'm sound asleep and a diamond hits me on the forehead and wakes me up.
Wow.
And then another diamond hits me, and then another diamond, and then they start pouring onto me, and I'm drowning in diamonds.
Drowning in diamonds.
Right? Like every girl's dream.
Of course, every girl's dream. And then what do? You wake up, and then you're here.
Yeah.
But you do have actual diamonds around you. You're just not swimming in it.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. I've had a few experiences where, oh yeah, especially with the rough marketplace where I've been in rooms. I've been in the top vaults in the world.
Wow.
Owned by the companies like Malka Amit in Singapore.
Oh.
I have pictures of this, actually. I should probably post all this stuff I talk about at some point. But Malka Amit, these are the most secure vaults in the world. And I was in there with piles, gold bars that were as big as me.
Wow. And you're a big guy, that's for sure.
I'm a big guy.
Yeah.
And big suppliers of diamonds that would open drawers that are literally just full of rough diamonds.
Wow.
Or when I went to I was the first Canadian ever, and one of only 5 people in the world to go backstage at the Argyle Pink Diamond Mine, where they take the rough and they have computers that sort it into saturation of color. So you start at one end, there's probably 10 different saturations. In fact, there is. And it's super light at this end and super dark at this end with the pink. And when you start at first, the bucket's almost full. Yeah. And then it goes down, 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 down till the rarest of the rare, the most saturated.
That's beautiful.
All computer technology. It's amazing what's happened in the industry since I began.
Definitely.
I mean, and whoever thought they'd make laboratory diamonds where you can't tell the difference.
Yes.
They can't tell the difference.
That's incredible. That is absolutely incredible.
Anyway, let's talk about this. How much time? How long have we been on? 25 minutes? So let's talk about the significance of this 240 carat diamond.
Yes.
Second only to the Cullinan diamond, which I used to be obsessed with the Cullinan diamond, the 1.5 pound diamond.
Yes.
We'll take it out of carats here. I believe it was 3,500 carats, give or take. I haven't checked. But which is, I actually flew to London and went to the Tower of London to see them live. The Cullinan 1, the Cullinan 2, they're in the scepter and the crown of the crown jewels of England. I did this years ago, and whoever would have thought that I would have direct relations at that time, that sounds wrong, with the royal family when I received a medal for philanthropy from the Duke of Kent, and I also received one from another member of the royal anyway. So it's a significant stone in terms of, one of the things for the company here, Lucara is the name of the Canadian company, brilliant, very successful company, who were, like a lot of the companies, struggling right now. Like a lot of the mining industry, you guys, De Beers has canceled their sale. They're talking about doing it in October now as part of another sale. The business has changed forever, but the buoyancy a rock like this gives is unbelievable. It's 240 carats, so it's a pound, more than a pound of diamond. But the big question, and I keep looking for this, is it's great that it's big. What made the Cullinan so royal was the quality of the stone, the high grade, the high color. what's this new stone and what's it going to be called? I'm sure the government of Botswana will have a lot to say about that. But what's the grade? Because at the end of the day, that's really what it comes down to.
Yeah,
size
that's correct.
counts,
Yeah.
but only if it's beautiful,
Yes, that is correct.
right? Do you know how well my Kim Kardashian story would fit into this today? And we can't tell it.
Oh my gosh, it would
Okay?
fit in perfectly.
Fit in. Let's find a different way to say that. Okay. Anyway, everybody, look, we're the global time. Hope you're you're being entertained. Hope you're learning a lot.
Yes.
We're here every week now. Katrina's going to be here on time.
Yes, on time. And
Are you capable of on time, though? Because
Hey,
our
hey, 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 hey.
experience together would indicate that.
well, I'm going to tell you one thing because Colin needs to understand. I'm a new mother, okay? I have a 6-month-old at home. It's like the mom brain. I'm consistently
Look at you.
running
You
late.
didn't have a baby 6 months ago.
I did. But thank you.
What's
But
his name again?
Adonis.
Adonis,
Because
that's
last week you wanted to be called Adamus.
Adamus, yeah.
Adamus. And
Yeah,
my
yeah.
son's name is Adonis. Shout out to you, Adonis. Love you.
6
But-
months old.
Yeah, 6 months. But I wanted to say one thing before we end this conversation, before we say goodbye to our beautiful people. The hottest fashion trend, because last week I was telling you it's all about tennis, the tennis bracelets and necklaces. Now, of course, trends are always changing, and it's not changing every week. Sometimes it could be every few months. It's the pop of color. So as we were talking about J-Lo's colored rings, and we are matching in pop of color, add some spice to your life. So if you're interested in investing in a colored diamond, that's something
It's
that
true.
would be...
There's categories, not
Yes.
all, but
Yeah.
there's categories like certain grades of Argyle pink diamonds
Yeah.
that, because of the fact the mine closed, it's gone, the source
Yeah.
is gone. And Argyle was meticulous, and it's one of the things I love most about what they did, about laser inscribing.
Oh, yes.
So do you want me to talk about one that I have right now?
Let's talk about it.
A
Yes.
half carat. Now this stuff is the most concentrated form of wealth on earth.
Wow.
A half carat, so there's 5 carats in a gram.
Yes.
Each one's broken down to smaller units of measurement called points. So you think of them like percentage points. Like 25 is a quarter carat, 50 is a half a carat. So it's 1/20th of a gram. I've been offered 400,000 US. It's an Argyle 1 pp.
Wow.
It's a tender stone,
Yeah.
which means it was one of the few diamonds selected from that mine
Wow.
that year that went to tender. And I acquired the stone.
That's beautiful.
And this is quite a few years ago, you guys. It's like
Yeah.
2007. So it's been appreciating.
Yes.
Now the mine has closed. So I don't know what the value of the stone is anymore. I don't even
Wow.
try to shop it around. But if you're interested,
Okay.
did you?
There
I
we go.
interrupted you.
No,
I'm
it's
sorry.
okay. No, because I was going to say you should get it reevaluated so that you know what.
Yeah, but I'm the
value
guy
is.
who evaluates it. You see,
Well,
it's
you
not
need
like
to-
a normal diamond.
Yeah, that
it's
is
not
true.
like there's no I'm one of the leading experts
Yes.
on colored diamonds
Yes,
in the
you
world.
are,
So
yeah.
is it $1 million? There are collectors who I think would pay that. And
Yeah.
so
Wow,
let's see
guys.
what happens. But it's available. It's a stone we have. We have it here. I'm going to close with this.
Yes.
We also have here the rarest GIA certified Gemological Institute of America. Remember, Sotheby's, Christie's, none of these guys will touch IGI because they're not an accurate grade. It's a retail grade. They're little more than an appraiser, really, is what they are. GIA, or no way, but it's that 7.5 carat vivid yellow, GIA certified.
Yes.
It's the rarest GIA certified laboratory created diamond in the world right
Yeah.
now. How about that?
Yeah.
And it's right here at the Global Diamond Broker. World's most beautiful diamonds, world's most credible diamonds,
Yes.
world's most incredible diamonds
Yes.
at prices that defy comparison.
Yes.
It's fun having you on here.
Of course. I love being here too because I think every day when I do come here, I learn.
So we've got to go now and order a ring for you
Yes,
and your mom.
that is correct. My mother-in-law, she's also going to be getting a ring too. So we're going to add some pizzazz and sparkle to it because, you know, us women, we love it when it shines bright like a diamond.
my God.
But I forgot to say, don't be fooled by the rocks that Jennifer's got. She's got all of her 6 engagement rings in her vault. That rhymed a little. Yeah, I just wanted to put that out there.
Naya, thank you from behind the camera.
Yes,
We're gonna
thank
have
you.
to get Naya. Naya was in her first post today.
Ooh.
Yeah, you were in your first post today. Your voice was in there, right?
We got to give everyone props in the company. So
Yeah.
we're doing an amazing job.
Well, our goldsmiths, props, our New
Yes.
York office couldn't do it without you guys shipping all over the world. Where are we shipping to today? Kazakhstan.
Oh.
Kazakhstan? Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan.
Well, how the hell can I hear? You guys
Corrective
make me wear a
toothpaste,
headset.
please. Corrective toothpaste.
Did you say corrective toothpaste?
Yeah, I did.
That's my joke.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Everybody, thank you once again for being here this week. I hope you got something out of the podcast. I hope you learned something. You've got questions. We've got answers. Next week, 1:13.
Yeah.
Look forward to seeing you again.
Look forward to
What are
seeing
you
you
gonna
guys. I don't know. Probably something sparkly,
Call me.
diamond. I'll call you.
Okay.
Bye, guys.
See you later.